Hey, what's going on, good people? I want to speak to my family over here on social media, right? Social media. I hope everyone is doing well. I am Tracy, the Sacred CEO, and I want to come to you today and speak about health and wellness. Hey, Paula. I want to come to you today and speak about intentional eating, right? So let me share with you. Hey, Sharnice, let me share with you how important it is for us to really take care of ourselves. As many of you know, I am in I wouldn't even call it mid-50s. I'm over mid-50s, okay? I will be 58 this year. And I'm happy to tell people that. I'm happy to say I'm 58. One thing that happens when we get overwhelmed, overworked, when we are stressed, and we are having a bad day, one of the things that we do as women, many of us will take to emotional eating. Okay. Now, yesterday was a great day. Everybody experienced Memorial Day. Most people were off of work. They were able to, do a little queuing, little grilling, get together and with family and, have a cocktail or two and just do that whole family piece and relax, right? Those of us that didn't have to cook too much. But me, I enjoy cooking. For me, it actually helps to bring me peace. I love to cook. And those of you who know me know I love to cook, right? So I say all that to say that today is a day where you may feel like, ugh, I just ate too much. I went in, I overindulged. I know for me, I have one day where I overindulge because now I have taken on intentional eating. I have done two 21-day cleanses this year. And I'm about to start a 15-day cleanse, right? So, but I'm going to get in and I want to tell you why I've done two and I want to do this other one. Because what I found is that, like I said, for me, my health started changing. I was especially going through perimenopause and menopause, right? My health was changing. Once again, when we get into to emotional situations, many of us eat real reckless. I was her. When I am highly stressed, I notice that I crave very creamy, rich foods, cheeses, sauces, things like that. The shit that keeps my back on, keeps me with a big back and a big belly, right? Okay, it is what it is. Now, I've always been a thick mom. I can lose, 40, 50 pounds, but I'm still going to have that thickness because of my shape. Thank goodness for my mother and my grandmother and my auntie and them having some good genes. Because all of us is shaped up, honey. And, and I'm short. I'm kind of stacked, right? So, I say this to say yesterday we overindulged and now many of us are feeling the results of that. We're sluggish, very sluggish. And so I want to say, and many of us are unhappy with our weight. We're unhappy with our weight. But let me be real clear. You can't be eating all the processed foods. You can't be sitting there doing the big ice cream with a friend, drinking all the margaritas and eating reckless, talking about, oh, girl, I got to get off these 30, 40 pounds. Oh, girl, I got to get off these 15 pounds. Yeah, you can say that, but is your behavior conducive to what it is you desire, right? And many of us, we have this desire to lose the pounds. We have this desire to release the weight, right? But we're not doing enough to do it, right? We're not setting good intentions, and most of all, we are not setting goals. And a lot of times we'll set a goal and we may even have good intentions, and then here go grandma or mom and them that made the macaroni and cheese. Here go grandma that made the peach cobbler, and you got to eat it with some vanilla ice cream while it's warm. Oh shit, you and your girls finna go out for brunch, girl. You gonna have them mimosas. Oh girl, I'm finna go out to Sunday. Me and my girls going out on Sunday, girl. I got to have a margarita with the girls. We find all of these times where we go in and we lose our ambition to work on ridding ourselves of the weight, right? Or ridding ourselves of detoxing the body. Now, why did I do 2 detoxes within the first part of the year? Okay, because we only in we're about to come up on month 6. I've done 2 21-day detoxes. My first 21-day detox, I ended up going almost 40 days. I just kept it up. And then the second one, I actually did go 21 days because we ended on a Sunday, and Monday, like I said, is my cheat day. But when I do my detoxes, I don't cheat. I do no alcohol. I do no dairy. I do no processed foods, right? No starches, very little carbs. Everything has to come from the earth. Like I don't do it. I try to do nothing in a box. Nothing in a box. So you have to be very intentional when you do that, right? Now, the reason I did 2 detoxes is because with me releasing my previous life, those of you know, I released, and I'm going to say it again, and y'all going to hear me say this a lot. Why? Because I'm in a level of a transformation. I went through a major release and a major transformation, leaving my marriage, leaving my home, leaving my business. And I was in a place where I didn't know what I was doing, where I was going, what was going on. And I had to hear God speak to me. I could not hear God or my spirit team clearly eating all of those processed foods. I could not hear God and my spirit team clearly drinking alcohol, right? If anything, I'm listening to the entities in the dark side with that alcohol telling me to do stupid shit. Right? Making me a little looser, making my mouth a little looser. You know what I'm saying? Opening up that throat, and all of that. And I'm just saying crazy stuff. And, then now I want to go do crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when I drink a little bit more, I don't know about you, but most people do. When they drink alcohol, you lose inhibitions. Things that you wouldn't usually do or say, you do and say. You know what I'm saying? Like you really didn't want to go and be with that guy, but now you feeling good, you a little tipsy, you done called him up, you know what I'm saying, to give you a little something when you said you wanted to take time and not maybe deal with him for a while. It's things that we do when we are under the influence of alcohol, right? So I had to eliminate alcohol from my life. I had to eliminate the processed foods, the processed meats, the meats in general. I think I only did like fish and salmon, and that was only like once or twice a week. And then and I really stuck to it. But how was I able to stick to it? I had a community of women. And I didn't do it by myself, right? So the first time, so when you have a community of women, you're not just showing up for yourself, but you're showing up for the community. Like that gives you another piece of accountability. Now, did some of the sisters in us, like when it was Mother's Day, I'm gonna be honest, when it was Mother's Day, we were actually on a cleanse. I think we were on it might have been day 18 or something like that. Honey, we all fell off, baby. But the thing about it is we came in without the shame and we were honest. And I even said, now here I am leading the detox. And I said, look, y'all have to be kind with yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. Mother's Day, we were celebrating. You know what I'm saying? My grandkids came in and they fixed me a brunch and they had wine, because they know the things that I like, right? And I received that, and I received that in all of its goodness, and I did not feel bad, and I did not feel shame. But I went back to the community, the ones that we were doing the actual 21-day detox, and I shared it. And in me sharing it, guess what? Everybody else was able to share it too. They was like, you know what? I did fall off. One sister said, baby, I ate sugar all day. I had all the cakes and pies and all kind of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. She said, but I'm feeling it today. And we felt it the next day. Once you start detoxing your body and you go on any type of cleanse or detox, when you step off the path of that, you will feel it in your body. You will feel it in your energy levels. And most definitely you will feel it in the clarity, the lack of clarity in your mind. The lack of clarity in your mind. Many of us are dealing with depression. We're dealing with anxiety. And I must tell you, it starts from food. It starts with what you are putting in your mouth. We've been taught that the mind and the brain and the mind are connected. And that's like our first initiation to thought processes. That's our first initiation to being propelled or being activated to go forward and do things, like we're listening to our minds. No, I need to tell you what I have learned in these past 6 months is that it all starts in the gut. It all starts in the gut. The Western philosophy of the mind is false. The first mind is in the gut. And that's why the foods are so addicting. Because if they can get you away from being conscious of how you eat, and if you put all of this trash and all of these poisons and all of these additives and preservatives in your body, it will literally change the way you think and change the way you move. And it most definitely takes you away from hearing your God source. When I transitioned from my home and my business and all of that, I needed to hear God because I couldn't figure things out just on my own. That meant I was going to have a whole total transformation emotionally, mentally, and physically. Okay, so I want to learn how to make this detox, or should I say this clean eating, this intentional eating, part of a daily healthy lifestyle. Not just a 21-day here, a 21-day there, a 3-day there. I need this to be a permanent part of my lifestyle. Why? Because when I do it, I feel good. When I do it, I don't experience so much depression. I'm able to bounce out of it. When I do it, I don't feel all the effects of the anxiety. I'm able to bounce out of it. I'm able to have clearer thoughts. I'm able to hear the Most High speak to me. I'm able to hear my ancestors speak to me. I'm able to hear my spirit team give me guidance on how to move and navigate in this earthly realm. So it's so important that we detox and cleanse. And I know many of you who aren't necessarily vegan. This is not about a vegan lifestyle. This is about an intentional lifestyle. It's about moving with intention. The gut has everything to do with that. Most of our signals and our body awareness and our mental activity, our body's activity, physical activity, emotional activity, all of it starts in the gut. In the gut. Many of us continue to get yeast infections. Why? Our guts are filled with candida. The yeast infection don't start from your vaginal area. The yeast infection starts in your gut. Are you hearing me? Based on what you're putting in your mouth, if you are eating high sugar foods, if you're eating, yeasty foods and things that have yeast, and a lot of us are gluten intolerant. We don't know that. Many of us are dairy intolerant. Most black people are not supposed to be drinking milk. That's why a lot of us have IBS now. We have irritable bowel syndrome. We have gut issues now. Why? Then we're coming into where food isn't food anymore. All of the GMOs. So your body will thank you and love you back when you love her. When you love him, when you genuinely love your body and treat it accordingly with intention, your body will love you back. You'll see your face clear up. You'll see your hair become thicker, right? You'll see your intimate lady parts become juicier. You'll notice that your menstruation will reduce from being hard and painful. Every time we went on a 21-day detox, me in our group of ladies, they seen their menstruation change. It was lighter. It was better. Or they had a menstruation that was cleansing, where it was dark and, it had the clots and things like that. And most of the time it would come on a little late. It would come on a little late. It wouldn't come the usual time because the body is adjusting, because you are cleansing, your body's cleansing, and now so does your womb, your reproduction also needs to cleanse, right? So it is so, when I understood that this is what the Most High was doing with me, I had to be obedient, right? I had to be obedient. I had to do it. So I want to challenge you today, okay, to start changing what the foods that you are eating in order so that you can experience optimum emotion, so that you can increase your emotional, your mental, and challenging you to do that today. So I propose that you come on a journey with me. It is a 15-day cleanse that I will be doing next week. Okay. I have joined an amazing group of women with that have products. This is not about you purchasing a whole bunch of stuff or joining anything as of now. If you want to join later, that's fine. But I think why are we doing this? First of all, it starts with you. Before we can go out and start pushing any type of products, before we could go out and start pushing anything, you have to be the change. You have to be the change that you want to see. So I'm going to tell you something that is also connected to diet. And if you talk to every person that got monies, I'm going to give you the code. This is the cheat code. I'm going to give y'all the cheat code right now. Every person that I've spoken with that got money, I'm talking about 6, 7, 8 figures, right? Because I'm in them rooms. Whenever I talk to somebody, they tell me the first thing they did was change their diet. You know that our attraction and our abundance is connected to our gut. It's connected to our diet. Millionaires have a routine. First, their routine is getting up and doing them for at least the first hour or two a day. First off, they wake up early. Okay, some of y'all sleep too late. What my grandma used to always say, the early bird catch the worm, baby. That's true. That's true. How many of y'all grandparents said that or your mama said that? The early bird catch the worm. Sleeping all late. You missing opportunities. You missing possibilities. You dragging. You ain't got a whole lot of energy. You didn't miss part of your day. We have time and opportunity every day. What are you doing with your time? And what are you doing with your opportunities? So the first thing millionaires do is they wake up early. The second thing millionaires do, honey, is they do some type of physical meditation, okay? Read, physical activity, okay? Some yoga, meditation, going to the gym, walking, okay? Third thing they do, they read, they listen to podcasts. And you gotta be aware that consumption is just not food. Consumption is mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. What are the things in your life around in your circumference, in your environment that you're allowing in that is not healthy for you? We're not just talking about eliminating foods. We eliminating certain toxic emotions, certain toxic ass people, and that toxic bank account, right? We need our bank account to have some zeros, not one. We need like 5 of them, 6 of them, 7 of them. Okay? How do we do this? We have to get reconnected with the body. We have to detox and we have to cleanse. You have to build a new relationship with yourself. Okay? So they read. They're in rooms with people who are doing what it is they desire to do. Right? They're in groups. They're speaking to people who have what they want, what they desire. Not in envy, but in admiration, because this is where you're going. You have to position yourself for your next level if you want to see your next level. And it's going to come with releasing. It's going to come with releasing people, places, and things. There's no other way, beloved. All right. So I propose to you to go on this 15-day journey with me on wellness, physical wellness, emotional wellness, and mental wellness. Now, one thing that helped us on our 21-day detox is I would meet with them twice a week and we would do meditations. We would come online on Zoom and we do a Zoom call at 6, 7 a.m. Yes, early. So you had to dedicate yourself to this. You got to commit to what it is you want. You got to commit to what it is you want. Stop playing with yourself, right? So they would get online. We get online. We did meditations. I share yoga videos. We talked about the gut. We had videos, and it was only for 21 minutes because it was 21 days. 21 days, 21 minutes, right? And we had a chat where we shared our experiences. We shared recipes. We shared what we may be feeling that day, what our body was transitioning in the process of what it was doing, the headaches and the cravings and all that. We had a community where we could discuss all that. So if you really are looking for a transformation, and if you really desire to change your life, do a major overhaul on your life because you don't like where you are. Or maybe there's something going on in your life that you don't like what's happening, and it's something that continues. It's a pattern, a toxic pattern that just keeps resurfacing, and you need to, get healthier and get away from that. I suggest that you come and do this 15-day detox, this cleanse with me. Okay, let's do it together. Let's partner together and let's do it. Right? There's so many people out here who are, challenged in suffering with depression, and you're suffering in silence. You don't have to suffer in silence, beloved. We don't have to suffer in silence. So if you'd like to know more about this 15-day cleanse that we're going to be doing, I need you to DM me. I need you to DM me for the information, and let's get it. Let's get it. I would love to start by next week. Now, it is going to, we will be doing some supplements. We will be drinking a detox tea, right? We will be taking some supplements for energy. It is a cleanse. We will have some vitamins, liquid vitamins. I will show you where we could get a probiotic, but I also do sea moss, a probiotic, and I do some colon cleanse, as well as wormwood, some worms be gone, just to go ahead and flush out the gut. So the first mind is in the gut. Build a better relationship with your body, your mind, body, and your spirit, and you will definitely transform and see a shift. If you'd like to know more, and if you'd like to join me next week, okay, so that you can get your products together and we can go on this journey together and we can stay accountable to one another. If you'd like to partner with me, please, I'd love to have you. I'm telling you, this is me, no filter. Right? This is the love I'm having for myself. This is my change. This is my transformation. Okay, if y'all don't know, I just came from being homeless and went from making $2.2 million in 3 years to being homeless. Don't tell me about what God can't do. But guess what? God blesses those who bless themselves. Right? And I went to the right people that was willing to help me out of my situation. But the one thing I had to change my diet so that I could hear clear. If you ready to go on this journey, and if you ready to actually see your whole life transform, including your money, you need to get with me, okay? Because I'm dealing with some goddesses right now, some millionaires that's doing this. They are working on themselves, right? You are going to be your greatest and best project you will ever work on. And if you don't have a beautiful and happy relationship with yourself, every other relationship after that is not going to satisfy you. I know we think, our men and our mates and our women and all that's going to satisfy us. Ain't nobody going to satisfy you, baby, until you can satisfy yourself, right? All right, get with me. I would love for us to do this together. Peace and blessings. Mwah. Enjoy your day.